Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Izuna Uchiha? Part 3. Now, I know it has been about a year. Wait. I know that it has been a year since I uploaded, well, 2 parts of this. It's been a year and all that. Is it? Yeah, it's been a whole year. But before I go on any further and what's it fucking call onto this part 3 and even the recap, I am still sick. I did just upload it. What's it called? What if Naruto was a reincarnation? Togo Inumaki. So yeah, that was part 2. Go check it out if you wanna watch that one. What's it called? This is part 3 of this What If. I'm also gonna bring back what's called What If Naruto was a reincarnation of Tobirama, because I actually want to just like have it kind of uploaded kind of together-ish, because well, Izuna and Tobirama hate each other. Well, one got killed by the other one. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but other than that, that's not the point. Let me just do the recap. Let me shut up and yeah, okay, before I start coughing and dying, and yeah, you get the point. Let me begin. So we go into a recap on what happened last time. Naruto Uzumaki Uchiha. He's only 25% Uchiha, 25% Namikaze, and 50% Uzumaki. Now, of course, why he doesn't take the Namikaze name is just because he kind of knows about it, but he just takes the Uchiha instead. He's smarter than that. And because I should also mention he is the reincarnation of Izuna. Of course, Naruto has the kind personality of Izuna, and yeah. And he also has the knowledge and combat skills and everything of Izuna, but yeah. Memories of warfare, but yeah. Of course, what happened last time was Naruto was in the academy and did graduate with flying colors, of course, became the, Rookie of the Year. Of course, this is where his best friend, and the most person that he actually precious and that he cares most of the time is Laura Uchiha. Someone with greenish hair. She has kind of greenish hair, kind of short, mostly kind of reaches to her like neck. Of course, this is what she kind of looks like here. Of course, she does have black eyes, and yeah, that's what she mostly looks like. But yeah, of course, she is kind of like 5'4", while Naruto is 5'5". Of course, Naruto has long hair and does have it into a ponytail most of the time. This is where, they both graduated the, academy with flying colors. Of course, no one actually did boo at them. Mostly none of the girls except for Sasuke. Sasuke did boo at Naruto multiple times, but when there was a match between Laura and Sasuke, Laura beat the fuck out of Sasuke. Like, Sasuke didn't have any damn time to recover. She was beat the fuck out of. She had crutches the next time they saw. But yeah, of course, they passed. Of course, this is where Naruto did also beat up Sasuke, and then kind of give out pointers. But yeah, Sasuke was still angry. This is where then after the academy, they were on a team for only a couple of seconds or mostly minutes, like 20 minutes top. But yeah. That was just because Kakashi did kind of complain towards Hiruzen about the teams and how, Sasuke and Sasuke doesn't like Laura or Naruto. But yeah. Of course, Hiruzen had the great idea into changing them because a new, family, mostly that has the, Hydroton, the mostly clan of, the Mist Village, someone that has a Hydroton, just came to this village. And she had whitish hair, and of course her eyes was actually more advanced than normal. Well, not that advanced. It was actually icy blue. Of course, she had whitish hair, and of course her name was Savannah, I think so. Or what did I call her again? Was it Savannah? You want me to call her Steph. This is where, she had longish white hair, but yeah, and her father also was a Chunin, so of course he is kind of the Chunin instructor for his team. It's called Team Sub-Zero, but yeah, or just Zero. This is where, his name is, what's it called? What did I even call her father? Mostly, it's his father. You know what, I might just call him, what's it called? His name is Kyoko, of course, or Kyoko. You might call him Kyoko. This will work well. His name is Kyoko, and of course it worked well. Is it? Wait. Um. Of course his name is Kyoko. Of course it worked well. He has kind of like darkish hair. Of course, it's kind of grayish a little bit, but yeah. Of course it worked well. They are on Team Zero, and of course it worked well. They don't go through the bell test, mostly since Naruto, and yeah, because Kakashi's, that's only the bell test in that team for Kakashi's. Because, yeah. Of course, they go on D rank missions and C rank missions, but yeah. We go on to the C rank mission that I kind of mentioned last time. But I don't remember what was that C rank mission that I thought of, so I'm gonna change it a little bit, but yeah. Of course, we go into that C rank mission. The C rank mission is kind of traveling through a desert somewhat. Yeah, mostly kind of accompanying along someone named, he was a prince of, what's the fucking called, I fucking don't remember. But he was a prince, and of course he had his son with him, and of course his son was shooting arrows at Naruto. This is where Naruto dodges to the right, dodges to the left, and didn't really care that much. Naruto was really not caring. This is where Laura was getting quite annoying. She had this tech marks, even if Naruto was the one getting aim and attack, mostly annoyed. Laura was very protective of Naruto, and Naruto, he might not really get serious because he's sometimes really friendly and doesn't care that much. But yeah, he can be that kind and really friendly at the same time, doesn't care, like I just mentioned. I don't know why I mentioned that second time. But of course, well, he's very difficult to make him angry. The only time you will ever see him be really angry if you actually hurt Laura or, well, Estef. But yeah, Estef is actually also getting tick marks when, what's it called, the little kid keeps doing that to Naruto. Because Estef has realized that Naruto is really kind. He's a really kind person. This is where, well, the older man that's right now into the team, mostly the Chunin instructor, whose name, well, Kaio? Or, did I call him Kyoko or Kaio? You want me to call him Kaio, Kyoko, whatever the fuck, I don't remember. But Kyoko was kind of seeing this, and of course, he would say something, but he doesn't know if he should or not. He's only tuning, but yeah. Of course, this where, well, Naruto just keeps dodging pretty easily the arrows, and they don't really hit him. Of course, this is where the prince does ask Naruto if he could, like, sit still and let his, like, son hit him once. Naruto, he didn't really mind, but of course, this is where the prince kind of had a bad feeling if he actually did kind of go on with the whole thing. He probably would have been killed because both Estef and Laura were right now having the most angry look into their eyes. Mostly, Laura was about to transform her eyes into a Sharingan, and Laura was about to transform her eyes into a Sharingan, and Estef was about to transform her eyes into her own eye dojutsu that's mostly in the Hydra Sun. It mostly looks like, mostly her eyes transforms into a snowflake, kind of a very lightish, like purplish snowflake, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto says, it's fine, I'll be okay. Go ahead, kid. Can't hit me. This is where, well, the kid decides to shoot some arrows that would have hit Naruto headshot, but really it stops mid-air. Now, of course, Naruto's eyes are closed, and of course, they're not even hurting him. Now, why is this kind of possible? It's not actually a, like, force field shield or any of that. It's mostly his wind chakra. Naruto is using wind chakra and lightning chakra together. He's mostly able to, well, I did mention that he has water chakra from the Uzumaki's, wind chakra just because he was just born like that, lightning chakra from the Namikaze, fire chakra from the Uchihas, even though I did not mention that last time, I kind of skipped over it, but lightning chakra, he has it kind of rarely together with wind chakra. So he can also combine elements together pretty easily, but yeah, he's gonna be prodigy on his own. That's what, well, he's combining lightning and wind chakra to kind of make this kind of invisible force field, and what's it called, the wind chakra to be really stable around him to kind of, well, dodge some attacks. That's why he's able to kind of send the attacks pretty early before even hitting him. He uses the lightning chakra around him to kind of see, well, send anything that goes around him. That's why his eyes are always closed, and that's why he's able just to dodge around and spin around pretty easily. That's why, well, he's not using his eyes. He mostly is training, he was actually just thinking of this kid just to be a good training dummy. But yeah, this is what Naruto says. Are we done here? This is where, well, the older man just was shocked, mostly the prince, and he was like, This is where, well, the kid was actually shocked, but actually amazed on how strong Naruto is. This is where Naruto says, money, money, money. Naruto gets out his hand. This is where the prince decides to pay him, but yeah, he was kind of dumbfounded and shocked. This is where both Laura and Otsuka as if were giggling, just laughing how Naruto is really smart and really tactic. But yeah, this is what, well, Naruto, he gets back the 3 arrows. He kind of grabs them mid-air and gives them back to the kid. This is where Naruto says, you got good accuracy. You know, you should definitely train in using the real bow and arrow. You'll probably be very good. You can probably be an expert if you train enough to actually shoot arrows from a bow. You can probably become the greatest. You see here, I'm not actually the greatest in using bow and arrows. My skills in using bow and arrows would probably be garbage. That's why I stick to either using jutsus or melee weapons, like swords, katanas, or any that type close range. I'm not that good in using any bow and arrows. Just think about it, kid. This is where Naruto goes back to kind of just walking along mostly the, other side. This is where the kid actually gets kind of inspired to kind of start learning that. So of course he kind of asked Naruto throughout this whole kind of like protective mission and all that he wants to kind of train with Naruto, mostly target practice Naruto, and Naruto didn't really mind. Naruto just wanted to kind of train more with his eyes being closed, but yeah. So of course Naruto just dodges to the right, left, down, and this is where, well, the kid keeps doing that, and of course Laura and Estef can see that Naruto is kind of enjoying himself. This is where, well, they stop kind of getting angry, but yeah. They still have twitch marks, but yeah. Of course, we go into Naruto. Well, they're kind of relaxing on, like, near a river and all that. Mostly, not river, mostly like a water lake and all that. This is where, well, the only reason they're here and all that is just to kind of get some water, and yeah. And of course, the prince wanted to just stop for the moment and get some rest. This is where, well, Naruto, they did go through, what's it called? They did kind of got attacked by 3 people. Mostly, these 3 people are kind of, well, targeting the prince somewhat, but yeah. Of course, this is where it's like 3 different ninja kind of mercenaries. And of course, this is where one has dark blue hair, a girl with kind of whitish hair with kind of pinkish eyes. And of course, this is where, well, the main man who looks to be a little bit taller but isn't that big or short has orange hair. This is where, well, they say, ninjas, we're here to kill the prince. So move out of the way or die. This is where the kid gets afraid. And this is where, well, Naruto was right now on the beach. And of course, this is where, well, he was the only one awake still with the kid. And of course, this is where, oh, Naruto says, you said something? This is where his teammates are kind of all asleep. And he will let his teammates all sleep. And this is where Naruto says, go with my teammates. Don't wake them up. If you do need to wake them up, then I got this. This is where Naruto walks forward. And this is where all of them kind of grins, thinking that Naruto isn't going to do shit. Until Naruto disappears in an instant using lightning chakra. And this is where his eyes are still closed. This is where he appears in front of the orange-haired dude, grabbing him from the face and smashing him to the ground in an instant. This is where the big dude tries to attack Naruto, and Naruto just flips up in the air, fucking kicking this guy in the head. This is where the girl tries to use rose petals to kind of confuse him with the illusion, and of course trying to cut him and all that. But since Naruto, it doesn't have his eyes open, and still has all 5 of these, mostly 5 sensories and all that, he's still using lightning with wind chakra to make a freaking force field, and of course, none of the attacks are actually able to hit him mostly. Now, of course, she's getting quite annoying, mostly this person, and of course, Naruto says, lightning discharge. This is where lightning actually started appearing, crackling around Naruto, and this lightning was actually a goldenish color, and this is where Naruto says, golden discharge, blasting her away. Of course, with wind chakra expanding also, this was smashing her away and destroying the illusion. This is where Naruto, he dodges a punch from the big dude again. This is where the big dude starts trying to like smash Naruto down to the ground, and Naruto is like going weep. He's just dodging to the left, right, down. Yeah, but yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto, he then fucking just palm strike this person using lightning. You say lightning discharge palm strike. This is where, well, the person got electricity into his body, but this is where he tries to attack Naruto until both of his arms are sliced off. This is where Naruto has now wind chakra in his right arm right now, because his palm strike was mostly with the left hand, and of course, his right hand now has wind chakra right now, making it like a wind blade, very sharp. This is where, well, Naruto did that. This is where Naruto then kind of went through hand swings with one hand, mostly his left hand, and said fire style. Fire Phoenix. This is where he blasts this person, obliterating him in an instant. This is where the orange haired dude tries to attack him. I don't remember what was the jutsu. You want me to say that it was a fire cell? This is where Naruto jumps away. Of course, it managed to wake up everyone, and of course the kid was kind of quiet, but stayed next to what's it called, Naruto Sensei, whose name was called Kyoko. Of course, Kyoko wakes up and says, "What is happening?" This is where the kid says, "Naruto is fighting those guys." This is where Kyoko gets up. Of course, this is where Estef and Laura kind of hears Naruto's name, and they get up in an instant. Of course, this is where, well, they see the battle, and of course, the guy tries to use more fire style. The guy says, "Fire style, fire flamethrower." This is where Naruto says, "Water style, high pressure blast." This is where he managed to blast this guy and needs to destroy him. This is where the girl tries to attack Naruto until ice senbons and even what's it called, normal senbons, hits her in the back of the head. And mostly in the back of her, mostly back, knocking her out and actually killing her because hitting pressure points. But yeah, Naruto said he was about to actually use another lightning discharge to knock her out. But yeah, of course she is dead. This is where Naruto said. This is where Naruto then actually got schooled by, well, not the team leader, no, not Kyoko, but by, well, Laura and Estef. They were extremely pissed and told Naruto to wake them up when it's a necessary battle. Naruto says that he didn't really want to wake up his two favorite people, and of course, they kind of blush from the fact that Naruto said favorite people, but yeah. Of course, after that little kind of thing and all that, this is where they get to a circus. And of course, everyone is kind of relaxing and kind of celebrating and seeing circus and all that. Of course, this is where Naruto thought he actually killed one person. And that was, he remembers something that kind of shocks him. Before, what's it called? Well, before he murdered, well, all three of those guys, he thought he actually didn't kill one of them. Of course, he felt it for a second, and it was like an illusion, but he doesn't actually know if he did or not. He's talking about the one that he used hydro pressure water on, the mostly orange hair guy, but he will think of that later. Right now, SF and even Laura are kind of right now making him go with the circus and like just have a fun time, but yeah. Mostly not think about the mission most of the time, but yeah. Stress him out most of the time. But yeah, of course, well, Hikaru is right now seeing the saber-tooth tiger, and of course he wants it. And of course his father does get it, mostly the prince. Of course, well, there's a saber-tooth tiger, and of course well, he does give him the apple in the whole situation, but yeah. Of course, Naruto would have done something if the saber-tooth tiger did try to attack him. Now, of course, Naruto would have, like, probably summon out one of his foxes. Because, yes, he's able to summon out, well, the fox contract because, well, he did sign it. I didn't really mention that, but yeah, we just go into a flashback, but yeah. Of course, Naruto was talking to Kurama, just mostly training and all that. And, of course, this is where, well, during, like, some D-rank missions. And, of course, he did sign a fox contract because it would be really fucking useful. Of course, this is where, well, after them going, well, still having the circus come along with, well, the prince and all that, this is where, well, getting towards, well, what's it called? Well, they still meet, what's it called, Hakir, well, not Hakir, mostly the prince's wife and, yes, the child's kind of mother. Of course, the mother does slap the shit of the prince for being, well, kind of stubborn, blah, blah, blah. He's still kind of being like a man-child, but yeah. Of course, well, during going back to going back to the kingdom and all that, or whatever it was called, they were actually attacked, and of course, this is where Naruto tries to actually, well, activate his, well, Sharingan until he was unable, and of course, this is where, well, the prince was actually kidnapped, and of course, everyone was winding their eyes. They had to get to the kingdom really fast. This is where the circus was still with them, and of course, had to do a distraction. Mostly Kyoko just thought of this real fast, but yeah. Now, Kyoko doesn't actually have illusions to kind of fake out the guards, but yeah. This is where, well, instead that was Lord that actually used her Sharingans, but yeah. Of course, this is where when they get to the kingdom, they see, well, the prince right now being hanged, and of course, this is where, well, Naruto managed to find a hidden entrance to kind of get through, but yeah. Uh, they are mostly Hikaru and also Naruto are kind of running through, but yeah, Hikaru does have a real bow because during the circus he was actually given it as a, well, present by his father with a real bow with arrows, but yeah. Of course, where Naruto, he's not right now with Hikaru, and of course they're trying to get towards, well, the prince, mostly, well, Hikaru's father. Of course, where, well, when they get to that location, they kind of see, well, a bunch of, like, some older people. Of course, the dude who's kind of trying to give orders or whatever, make that one orange hair dude kind of do, but yeah. Which mostly his hair was kind of like grayish or whatever, because yeah. He's mostly telling you what to call that orange hair dude to kind of execute those, like, mostly circus people. Because he wants to really done with the execution, and yeah, and then not have an ice sword, but yeah. This is where, well, the man was about to do that until, well, Naruto says, Shadow Clone Jutsu. This is where he makes 4 shadow clones of himself to actually attack the older people that are all in this place. Mostly just execute them because Naruto doesn't care. Now, of course, the real Naruto does cover up Hikaru's eyes just so he wouldn't see the massacre. Now, Naruto might be nice and friendly, but I should mention he still is an Uchiha. It still is Izuna's, well, being Madara's kind of brother. So, of course, he will be a murderer half the time. Of course, well, Naruto, after killing all those people, this is where the guy that kind of has a strange eye hand actually starts trying to turn Naruto into stone. Of course, Naruto dodges. Of course, this is where the prince was actually let go during that kind of commotion, and right now is choking. This is where Naruto tells what to call Hikaru to shoot an arrow to kind of through the, what they call, rope. This is where, well, the 3 clones that were still left still attack the guy with an eye. And of course, this is where, well, there was 3, but there was actually supposed to be 4, because one of them actually grabbed Hikaru, and of course Hikaru shot the arrow before the actual Naruto jumps out of the way, mostly landing down to the ground. The real Naruto jumped also down to the ground, right now activating an ability from his eyes called Susanoo. He grabs him, well, grabs the prince with the Susanoo arm. And yes, Naruto does have a Monokill Sharingan. He doesn't really use it most of the time, but yeah. This is where, well, his Susanoo's color is kind of like a greenish turquoise color, but yeah, this is where he lets go of the prince before cutting off the rope. This is where the older, that man that had the eye hand managed to break through by turning the clones into statues, and then jumping off of the, what's it called, building and trying to attack Naruto. Naruto saw this, and this is where Naruto's eyes was right now in the Monokill Sharingan, and of course his Susanoo was still activated a little bit. Mostly the ribcage. And this is where Naruto says, I'm going to fucking kill you, you know that? Make sure you die this time. This is where, well, the moon, the crescent moon was right now shining right now upon Naruto. Naruto's eyes shine with the crescent moon under, well, mostly in his eyes. This is where, well, Naruto then says, Susanoo, moon crescent slash. This is where the Susanoo decides to also go into a kind of like whitish color and pull out a sword that resembles that of the crest of the moon. This is where it slashed through the older man, and of course the older man died in an instant, being cut into 2. This is where, well, Naruto felt tired and of course passed out. But yeah, of course after the mission was over, this is where Hikaru was actually very happy and thanked Naruto and encouraged him to actually train in using a bow and arrow. Naruto says you're welcome, and the next time Naruto sees him, he better hope that the kid actually became stronger and usually, well, mostly a pro or a legend in using a bow and arrow. Here's where the kid nodded and of course thanks Naruto. Here's where the prince also thanked Naruto, but yeah. Of course Naruto only had the crescent moon during that night, but yeah, his eyes being different. Of course, this is where Laura and what's it called SF the CD was called like Susano being different, but yeah. Of course, this is where Laura was actually shocked to even see that, but yeah. This is where we go into a time skip of them going back to the village. Team Zero has completed a C-rank mission. Yep. Of course, this is where they are now going on another C-rank mission, and that C-rank mission is to get to the, land of snow with an actress, but yeah. But for now, I'm going to leave it off here for, part 3, but yeah, since I'm making it shorter, because I also want to squeeze in, doing part, 4, was it part 3? I don't remember, was it 4 or 3, for What If Naruto Was a Reincarnation of Ryama? But other than that, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato day, potato, and other than that, bye.